Welcome, Libra. This is your weekly focus for February the 25th through to March the 3rd, 2019. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. And let's turn to the cards and see what they have to tell us. We start, oh, look at this, the Ten of Swords. Well, you are deciding some things in your life of truly what no longer is your truth. And I know it's hard. You have been through lesson after lesson after lesson. And because of that, you have gained wisdom after wisdom after wisdom. The sun is breaking through here. This is a week in really taking the wisdom of what you've learned on your path and moving into happiness or joy or romance or playfulness or creativity. This is where we start to push ourselves up and start dusting ourselves off and getting ready for what lays ahead of us. We have the Hangman, the 12 energy. 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9 is 12, which we would bring down to a 3 in numerology, but we have to remember where we are coming from and how we arrive at that 3. And it's with the 12 energy. It's with the Hangman. So it is, we're not struggling here, but we need to back it up. We need to really look at what brings in true balance in our life, of what makes us happy, of what fuels our passion, sparks our romantic side or creative side. So this might be where you need to surrender a little bit. This is definitely a time to reflect. It's a time to just be and not make any true decisions right now, but to understand what needs to go in your life from the lessons you have learned, the wisdom that you have grown into. And the moon calls me in this one, so I would have to say it has something to do with the new moon, which won't be this week, but it'll be next week. Or we are walking in the deepest of the full moon energy, which is now, all of this week, in releasing, letting go, in closure, preparing ourselves to move forward. And Judgment. Oh, strong cards for you guys. Judgment. It's making a decision. It's getting rewarded for all your work up till now. So where you have felt like this in your life, just don't try and push through any energy. Go with the flow. Be in the moment. Take time to just be this week. And allow things to come together naturally through your sage wisdom. And yes, probably your intuition as well, but I'm thinking it's more your wisdom of what you've learned about yourself, of where you find true happiness and joy, of where you love to place your creativity or your passion or your love. This is making a decision. This is the judgment being passed over, so to speak, getting you ready to move into becoming the fool again, right? We have the World card and then becoming the fool again. So you are looking at some strong closures in your life this week, some healing that needs to come in perhaps, some forgiveness to yourself, and more of rejoicing yourself of what you have accomplished, of where you have grown, where you have strengthened in your life. Absolutely. It's to understand that some of those chaotic moments, sorrowful moments, moments filled with anxiety and fear, you've learned through them. It's made you who you are today. You're ready to dust yourself off. You're ready to step into your tomorrow. So this is where you figure out what is deserving to be in your life, in your environment. So maybe you were an overeater and you don't want to be an overeater anymore. It's making the decision to go on that diet. Or maybe you smoked, or maybe you partaked in unhealthy whatevers. We all have our crutches. And seeing where it is allowing you to grow in body, mind, and soul, where it's not allowing you to grow, yeah, in body, mind, and soul, and going forward in the direction you want. Allowing the passion in, allowing the love in, perhaps. The Queen of Pentacles is in work, career. I think you are probably seeing or will be seeing some stability in growing your finances, some sort of improvement, some window of, it could be, it could be a small lottery win here. It could be getting the job. It could be getting the promotion. It could be thinking of a different way of getting an income. It could be brushing up your resume and walking into something new. This is an advancement towards, so even if you are surfing the internet for jobs or brushing up a resume, it's a step towards in some way to move you into the next cycle, because we're going to team it up with judgment here. If we team this card up with judgment, I mean, the storm has passed, right? The storm has passed. The work, the hard work, the effort in some way is past. In some way it gets easier to be the person you want to be, whether it is in your job and work and career, or maybe your stature within the community, how you grow your home life, your security, your foundations, how you grow your spirituality, even your health and well-being. Love, relationships. Look at this, the High Priestess comes out. Woot woot. This is where, you're magical when it comes to relationships this week. According to this, you are magical. So maybe you let down your hair and have some fun and show the real you. And allow romance in and creativity and maybe unique experiences, I'm hearing. Or maybe it's unique people. Now, when I talk about love and relationships, I'm talking about who you love in your life. Your best friend, your partner, your lover, your child, your sibling, your parents, that person at work or within the community. And this is about letting your magic out. And they're going to feel that vibration about you this week. You are going to be a higher vibration this week. So long as you know that you, in many ways, are deserving. The Ten of Swords teamed up with the High Priestess tells me that you have gone through some real struggles, especially when it comes to relationships. And you have the magic now to bring in the happiness and joy that you want within relationships. You have the sage wisdom now. Tap into you. So if you're having problems within a relationship, beautiful time to meditate, to contemplate that relationship and how you want to grow it, how you want to instill the magic into it. And knowing where you are deserving when it comes to relationships. Our final card is the Empress. How beautiful is that? Because I'm going to be putting the Empress with the Hangman, which made this reading so much more intense just now by laying these two together. Now the Empress. Okay, so a very fertile time for you this week. So take that information as you will. But it's a fertile time to plant the seeds of your new beginnings, your new starts. Maybe it's within relationships, because my goodness, we have the High Priestess sitting there for relationships. So it's like a Disney movie. It's fairy tale like. There's a lot of magic around you when it comes to relationships and new beginnings. But it could also be in knowing that the storms have passed in your life, knowing that where you have been working hard, where you have been pushing yourself, where you have been giving it extra effort is about to pay off. It's about to move you to the next stage of your development. New beginnings, fertility, rebirth, birth, and with the hangman. So, as I was saying with the numerology, 2019 adds up to a 12, which in numerology we would boil down to the 3 energy. So, it's by contemplating, it's by accepting what is in your life and seeing the magic within that and how you can go forward. It's giving up controls where you don't really need the control. You can let the control go. Or surrendering or sacrificing in some way. But definitely take time to reflect. Take time to put your ego aside for a second and say, what do I truly want to do, experience, grow into? Um, what do I want as my reality will lead you to an epiphany, an aha moment, an experience of just knowing what you can step into, what you can go forward in, what words to use, what actions to have. It comes together for you, this clarity, this understanding. So really go with the flow this week and stay in the moment. With such powerful energy, you're really experiencing the beauty of the Empress. So go with the flow. Don't knee jerk anything, but understand. I mean, with the Ten of Swords as your very first card, so important to go back to this with so many beautiful cards saying that yes, the sun is breaking through the clouds. You are realizing your worth, you are realizing your value. It's about time. And the more you start to see that, the more maybe some of the walks that you've had, the path that you've had, has molded you into the strong, courageous person you are today. So, until we meet again, remember, I do love you.